Ancient wisdom meets modern science, the power of sound healing for the mind, body, and spirit. Independent of each other, different cultures worldwide have developed the ancient use of particular instruments and their depth of sounds, repeating patterns and frequencies that shift the listener's perspective profoundly. These sound healing responses within our being bridge from ordinary waking consciousness to heal trauma, spiritual relationship issues, mental health concerns, and physical healing. In ancient Greece, Pythagoras learned to prescribe music for sound healing for the physical body and ailments of the mind. He was trained by the seer priestess of Delphi, Greece, known as Themistoclea, who lived about 200 years before the Common Era. And today we would identify her as a profoundly gifted healer, medicine woman, and shaman. Like the early mention of the use of sound healing of Themistoclea in what is now India, Vedic mantras were begun around 1,000 years before the Common Era. Mantra repetition, sound, and tone are considered a spiritual formula of magical resonance that evoke a feeling and interconnection, shifting consciousness, aiding in spiritual awakening and transformation. The same profound influence and role of sound and music for transformation in sound healing is found in areas of Africa, including Ethiopia, Sudan, Zambia, Zimbabwe, and Madagascar. Their healing ceremonies always include sound applied for spiritual relationships and resolving sickness. The ceremony's core is the sound and music patterns for consciousness transformation. These ancient practices morphed when slaves were transported to the US, where different African shamans and wisdom keepers were thrown together and created sound healing practices to heal the daily wrath of their slave owners, including rape and PTSD and trauma in the ring shout style. This transformative sound healing became woven into what we know as Negro spirituals. These include circular clockwise rotation movements, foot connection to the earth, and call and response, and repeating changes in pitches and sound patterns that offer profound healing. Indigenous people of the Americas consider music to carry the ancestors' wisdom across time, transmitting sacred memory. The deep significance to their special songs are forms of sound healing that pass knowledge, teachings, and wisdom to the songkeepers through generations. Although across the United States, there are over 574 recognized tribes, their shared deep connection to the use of sound and music for connection and healing continues through specific drum rhythm, sounds, songs, and chants, and other instruments that accompany these practices. When we awaken our ancient sacred memory through listening to special musical patterns, they evoke a connection to the ancient wisdom within and connection with others and the earth. Listening occurs through our ears, but also the rest of our body, our skin and bones, and knowing. The way we know sound healing is creating change, and transformation is through the feeling, which often deepens with repeated listening because the healing sounds transport the listener, especially when there is familiarity with the process. Accessing sound healing meditations gives the listener the ability to connect to the ancient universal patterns that heal and transform us. Research over the last 20 years shows benefits from specific musical listening for getting to sleep, regulation of the heart rhythm rate that is connected to positive emotions and slow breathing that release depression and anxiety, contribute to healing and lessen the need for pain medications, and improve connection to our inner development. Science shows improvement from specific musical listening, yet to date, there's nearly zero information to medical mental health providers or holistic health providers about how to draw upon these non-invasive powerful methods or access to the sound and music research, or how to apply specific sound and music for mental health, physical healing, spiritual awakening, and transformation. But now you can at 3melite.com.